This one is a Montepulciano, but the full name of it is?
Well, the appellation is called Vino Nobile di Montepulciano.
Okay.
So it's a wine from Tuscany. Well, Vino Nobile di Montepulciano, as I said, is a region, so an appellation, the OCG from Tuscany. So, and apparently Nobile, as in, the people, the aristocratic people.
Noble people. So
noble
Vino
people,
of the noble people of Montepulciano.
Pretty much, yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
great.
So,
And the wine
they would drink those wines.
producer is Carpinetto.
Carpinetto, yeah. It's not the producer that I've come across before. So, Patron, thank you.
It's a budget wine, I guess.
Yeah, exactly right. But yeah, I mean, interesting because you out of this region, what you would see the most is Chianti Classico.
Okay, well, I'll let you open this because we do have a corked bottle of wine, less than $30. Start with appearance.
All right, appearance. Appearance. I mean, this is a much deeper color than. Much deeper color than, for example, a Pinot Noir or a Gamay that we've tried in episodes before. However, it's not as deep as color as you would find, as we've seen in some Shiraz and some Cabernet Sauvignons. So you see some red tones to it.
I do, but it is surprisingly dark and deep. So we have a ring light on us at the moment. For those who don't know what a ring light is, it's essentially like a makeup light or something like that, providing the light. And it's quite bright. And I can't see the light through the glass, which had I not, I would have guessed that just looking at the bottle that this wasn't as deep and dark.
Yeah. So, that's right. You can quite literally not fully see the stem of the glass, which, if you do, then you would call it kind of a pale color. But this one is pretty deep in color. But then again, notice how there's red tones in this wine and orange tones and some if you turn the wine in an angle on 45 degrees against the wood, you see some almost red brick color.
So showing a bit of age?
A little bit of age, which, when it's reserve, it requires to be aged. So it's indicating age, but also typicity of the grape variety, which is that red tone, that red brick color, which if you have a Shiraz to have this color, it would be a lot more aged and usually much more purple color, purple or ruby, while here, yes, really has that red tone.
Okay.
I guess, and then
the
just
legs.
the quick leg, so very fast running tears and quite close together from each other, so it's like 13.5% or so, 14%. 14%.
That's Carlos confirming it on the bottle, yeah.
Yeah, let's go on the nose.
Ooh, okay. Can I tell you a similarity to what I smell? This smells like the Nebbiolo.
Yeah, that's a very good point. That's exactly, that in blind tasting.
It smells like VA.
It smells like VA, yeah. You like the VA, yeah.
Volatile acidity, baby.
What is volatile acidity, Angus?
Nail polish.
Nail polish.
It's it's the extraction, the way the wine is created is a lot different to make it a high acidity wine.
Yeah, so volatile
most amount of oxygen that they can possibly put into the bottle.
Very good, yeah. So exactly. The oxidation of alcohol, very good. So it's almost similar to a Sangiovese and a Nebbiolo in a way that both are high acidity, high alcohol, high tannins, just like a Nebbiolo would be. But it feels like the Sangiovese because it has a deeper color, not because it has a deeper color, but because it's a little bit maybe more ripeness, has a little bit more, a touch more warmer region as well. They both high acidity and high tannins, but they feel different on the palate. And Sangiovese feels a touch less than Nebbiolo, but still very high, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Raspberry, cranberry, pomegranate,
fruits,
a lot of red fruits. You could mix a little bit more black fruit here as well.
It is darker than the Nebbiolo.
It is darker than a Nebbiolo, a little bit of dark plum, especially dark plum, black plum, really black plum. And then again, that a lot of dried fruit, a lot of, dried figs, dried prunes, dried, dates, cured meat, charcuterie. It feels a little bit more almost smoky as well.
So when you say cured meats, for example, I had, 6 pieces of sliced prosciutto in like the sealed pack from Italy that you get at the supermarket in the fancy cheese section.
Yeah.
And I open that up to put that on a cheese board, and you're talking like peel it, smell it. That's what you're getting.
That's what you get. Charcuterie. Yeah, charcuterie, cured meat.
I don't disagree. I think I can. Like, now that I'm picturing that exact moment from the weekend just gone, yeah, I mean, I can. This is a reserva. What year is this wine?
So 16. So 2016,
okay,
which
6
again
years.
giving a little bit of age, and that is revealing in the color. And on the nose as well, a lot of tertiary aromas, mushroom, truffle. And then I think that's where the difference comes as well a little bit with the Nebbiolo. It's here is more kind of cooked, almost cooked earth, like very intense, ripe aromas in there. And
right.
truffle, mushroom.
Can I say something stupid quickly? Slight talcum powder.
Which one?
Don't worry about it. Let's move on. Great. Let's do taste. Cheers.
All right. Yeah,
it's a fun wine to talk about.
There's the reason why I like Sangiovese and Nebbiolo so much is because there's so much complexity. There's so much going on the palate straight from the get-go.
Yep.
So what do you think of sweetness?
It's a dry wine.
Dry. Acidity?
It's a high acid wine.
High acid. Body?
So, hang on.
Sorry.
Are we saying high acid?
High acid, yeah.
Not medium plus?
No. High acid.
High acid.
It is high acid.
Let's go, baby.
It is high acid.
It is, yeah. But she leaves the palate pretty quick.
Intensity of flavor, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like it hits you and then gone.
Yeah.
And we speak about that because this would be a really entry-level Montepulciano. Or should I say? Vino Nobile di Montepulciano.
Vino Nobile. What do you think of body?
Not as high as I expected, but I would say medium plus. Medium.
Full body. It is full
really?
Body. It is full body. It's mouth coating. The tannins, what do you think of the tannins?
High.
High tannins. So if you have high tannins, you have high alcohol, you are high acidity.
Follow the leader.
The body's got to be full. Like right, this is mouth coating, is full, is pretty rich, But then again, what's bringing, and this is what I wanted to get a while ago, is when you have this high acidity, this high tannins, the perception of body is all in balance, because it's also in balance. It may have a perception of less, if that makes sense, because they balance out. So if you have, for example, if you have a Pinot Noir, why is the Pinot Noir acidity in Pinot Noir so perceptible, so high acidity? Is because it is lighter in alcohol, it is lighter in body, so the acidity is much more perceptible. Because here, you have a wine that is high acidity, high tannin, high alcohol, and full body. Everything balances out much more. So it's more difficult to differentiate each individual structural element. So that's why. But everything is pretty high in this wine. That's why the alcohol acidity is high. The body feels a little bit less. That's why you're calling it medium plus. But it is pretty mouth coating. It is pretty rich. It is pretty full body.